Well, here we are, part 3 of our prayer prompt series. So the whole point of this is to give you some prompts and some ideas that will enrich your prayer life and enrich your prayer journaling. So in today's series, the theme is seasonal. Now, I know this time of year, usually the seasonal prompts are all about gratitude. Well, we have a gratitude journal that we're doing all that separately in. So for this video, we're going to look at another aspect of the season, and that's all of the falling leaves, and it made me think of letting go. So today's journal prompt in our prayer journal is going to be all about letting go, about considering what is God asking me to let go or release control of in this season. What am I clinging to that really doesn't serve His purpose anymore? What do I need to trust God to carry that I've been carrying myself all year long, and it's time to let go of it? All of those things we're going to talk about today as we create our new spread in our journal called A Season for Letting Go. Hello, my fellow journaler. I've been looking forward to this spread because I got these, it's from the washi tape shop, and it just looks like it's tape, right? But they are adhesive, but they are individual. See how it peels off like this? Oops, they're individual leaves that are sticky, and look how real they look. And so last night while we were watching TV, I went ahead and peeled off a bunch of them and put them on an old sheet of sticker paper because I knew I wanted to make this video, and I knew I did not want you to have to watch me peel all of these off individually while I was trying to make a spread. But I didn't take them all off because I wanted to show you that it comes all adhered on this little whatever. But I'll put a link to them. I'm gonna look for this actual direct link if you wanna buy these, but they do these in flowers. Like there's other things besides leaves that they do this in. And it's just so fun. It's unique, you know? And they look so lifelike. So I'm excited to use them. I'm not gonna peel them all off now. I just wanted to show you how it works. And so I have a few left on this roll that maybe I'll be able to use. And then also in this spread, I wanted some cute fall stickers. And these are from, the name of her company used to be called pleasantlyplanned.com, but now it's called So Gracefully Broken. And I'll link to her website so that if you want to buy stickers, I think you can buy them digitally or you can buy actual copies like that they mail to you. And it came with these matching boxes. I got them in the larger, and there's a smaller size. Oh, here it is. It's the exact same thing, only smaller. I just got one of each, or a set of big and a set of little, because I wasn't sure how I was going to end up using it. But anyway, so I have these out to use, and then I went through my washi stash, and I just got some that sort of coordinated that were kind of fall. So this plaid is from Amy Plans Things. I'll link to her shop. This is Archer and Olive. I don't think they have this anymore, but it just has little acorns on it. And then this is a script washi that came from Amazon. There was a multi-pack of various kinds of script on there. And then this, look at that, those scalloped edges with the hearts in it. So cute. That's from Simply Gilded. All of their washi tape is gilded in some way. I love them. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to use those today too. Like I said in the intro, the theme is a season of letting go. It makes me think of, big trees as they're dropping their leaves and they're letting go. So this is gonna go in my normal morning, quiet time journal, but it will definitely have more of a theme, like kind of prompts to guide me in my writing. So what I'm thinking of doing, so many of you guys have responded so positively to my flip through where I was doing all the Dutch doors and stuff. And I thought, well, okay, I've shown you vertical Dutch doors and I've shown you horizontal Dutch doors, but I've never shown you diagonal Dutch doors. And you know why I've never done that? Because I've never made them. So here we go. We're gonna try this. I'm just gonna do one because I think you know, I don't want to get in over my head. So the spread is going to go like there'll be a page here, a page here. I'm going to quit describing it and just start making it. But I know for sure that I want to use this washi as border with some of the gold and the, I know that. So here we go. I'm just going to get started. And that'll be that. It's been really interesting. My channel has taken off really in the last probably week or so, and it's like it took YouTube that long to find my audience for me, and that's fine. I'm happy. I'm so thrilled that I have some like-minded journaling enthusiasts that have found me, and we can do this together. Let me make sure I'm in the frame. Hold on. I am. Okay, I'm good. I film using a little small iPad, and so I can't exactly see what I'm doing until I stop and pause. But anyway, okay, so I don't know if this is going to be great to put those two together, but I'm feeling it anyway. So here I go. I think there's enough, it coordinates enough that it looks pretty good. But I want some of this gold gilded goodness on there too. So that's going. One thing I have noticed with the gilded washi is it doesn't have as much sticky to it. So that's cool that you can move it if you want to and it won't tear your page. But also you really got to give it a good press to make it adhere. Okay, let's trim some of this. Back to what I was saying. So many of you, so many new subscribers. And I love, love, love the comments. And I love having a back and forth with you guys. So keep it coming. I have had a lot of suggestions, like asking for certain videos. And so that's really fun too. I'm gonna just do the same matching thing over here so that I feel like I've made a start, you know? And then we'll start working on that diagonal Dutch door that may or may not turn out as I have it in my mind. I kind of have it visualize what it's supposed to look like. I've seen other people do it. I haven't seen them actually making that. I've seen the finished product. I oftentimes very arrogantly see something and I'm like, oh, I could do that. And then I start it and it was a little bit harder than you thought. But I'm posting this video either way, so if this turns out looking like junk, sorry, we're doing it. But yes, I skipped a page, I'm good. Okay, let me trim this off. And I feel like I've got the bare bones done. All right, so in my experience, the best way to do it is, what I'm thinking is these leaves, I want them to look like they're falling. So I'm just gonna like put them on there all, you know, nimbly pimbly, and then go back and cut them. Aren't they so cool? Oh, I just love them. I wonder if I should not use so much green and do more of the orange and the brown. I think that's what I'm gonna do because I have a few left in here. I think we're gonna do that. So it needs to have a place. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna start sticking them. Look, I'm already rearranging because I want it to start like off of the page. Here we go. Let's go like that. Okay. But I definitely don't want them to be like real symmetrical. I don't want them to look like a stair step. I want them to truly be like falling leaves. Wait, I already did a tan. Let's do one of these. But I wonder if I should start coming at it from this way so I kind of know where I'm aiming for. No, surely I can do this. Surely it's not that difficult. Let's try. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see, I'm gonna go. That one got kind of wrinkly. What I might do is after I get the basic outline, then I can go in and put some other but I don't want to use them up until I know that I've got my little, because see, I'm going to have to do it on this side, and then I'm going to have to do it on the opposite side too. So I need to be kind of stingy with my leaves right now, and then I can be generous later. Let's see. To kind of make them take up a lot of room, you know. Did have a friend who is watching this channel, and she commented that she wanted to see more of the horizontal Dutch doors. And so I hear you, sister. I hear you. I'm gonna do it. I am. I like making, those don't look very, like, see how those are kind of pointing out? It's what it is. It's just gonna have to be that way. I was just thinking that they're not. Maybe I should put, I'll just go ahead and put another one like this. I want some different shapes to kind of come up. I hope I don't regret going back over this, that I have enough. Okay, I'm just gonna pause. I'm gonna pause for there. Maybe I need one right there. Okay, one more. Let's see. I'll go like that. Okay, so I got that. Now, get out your cutting mat. And sorry, but you kind of are gonna, to make it easy, you kind of are gonna need a cutting mat and this gyro cut tool. You don't, obviously you don't have to. You could use scissors and just get in there and kind of fine cut them. Or if you have an X-Acto knife, you could also use those. But it is gonna, be patient with yourself and give yourself enough time. Don't get frustrated that it's taking forever, because it will. But by all means, do it. Don't let it stop you if you don't have one of these doohickeys. But I'll put this in the description box too, like where to get it. It's called a gyro cut, and they sell generic ones on Amazon too. Like, I think this is like $20, and the generic ones are like $5. I've never tried a generic one, but I've just heard that they're not good, and that you end up going back and having to buy the real one. And so when you think you're saving money by getting the $5 one, and then it falls apart, you haven't saved any money. So there's my thought on the thing, but I don't know. Maybe they've improved the generic ones by now, if you want to give it a go. It might be fun for me to order a generic one and like do a, you know, those little product tests side by side. But when I ordered this one and started doing this creative journaling, which not very long ago, the person that I watched and kind of learned from, which is Amy Plans Things, where this checkered or whatever plaid washi comes from. Check out her channel. She's got a lot of great videos too, and she's way better at this than me. I'm probably not supposed to be saying those kinds of things if I'm trying to grow my audience, but I'm just gonna tell you, she specializes in these Dutch doors. So I love her, and I've learned a lot from her. Anyway, I started watching her, and she's the one that said, I've heard that the generic ones are not great, so I didn't buy one. I just ordered this one. And this is the first one I have had. It's always been great. It comes with little replacement blades too, so if your blade gets dull. But so far mine has not. So you just take your time and go around. I will say that these work better. See how the tip, it's slanted. And so you want to put the tall tip down first. That's what you're pulling from. and start at the top of whatever you want to cut. Start at the top, put the tall part in first, and then pull down. You hold it just like you do a pencil. There's my tip, and then it just takes some practice. Like, see, I didn't get close enough there. There's some white still showing right there that I can go back and cut off. But I feel good. I feel good about that. I think it turned out okay right there. So now, let me cut off these little bottom pieces. But there's nothing wrong with that little piece. So I'm gonna stick it somewhere. And this. Okay. I don't know, that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna flip it over the side. And the good thing about leaves is, do you remember what I told you about choosing stickers for your Dutch doors so that you're not making yourself a very challenging spread? I told you to pick stickers that are pretty symmetrical. And leaves are. I mean, they're whatever, what do you call that shape? That's what they are. Drag my trash can over here. I think I have some more white that I would like to cut off, so please hold. Oops. Alrighty, now let's do the back. Let's do the back. Let me get some. Excuse me. Let me hold this. This is my little helping hand. Isn't that cute? Got that on the Amazons. And I love it. Okay, I'm gonna use, I think, where did I put those tweezers? There they are. So that I can get it right where I want it. Okay, I'm gonna speed this part of the video up because you get the point, right? You know what we're doing here. Okay, so that turned out pretty cute, don't you think? I'm thinking that I'm gonna write on this side like a season of, and then over here letting go, and we'll put some more of the leaves. And then I want to have some boxes. So you can either draw them, or if you have a sticker book that has boxes, which I selected them already. I decided that if I don't want to make these videos so long that you get bored watching me flip through looking for things in sticker books. So I went ahead and found the colors that I wanted out of these two. I used them on a previous video. Wrong. It's just boxes of various shapes that you can use for various things. But I liked these kind of more square ones, and I feel like you can get some writing in it. So that's what I'm gonna use. Let me move these out of the way. But before I do, well, I wonder if I should put the boxes in first, because I wanted to write about, I think 6 different things, and maybe put a scripture verse in one, but I thought I'd put 3 boxes here and 3 boxes there. Maybe I should just do 2 and 2. So it's gonna say on this side, a season of, and then you flip it, and then it's gonna say letting go. So I wonder if I should write that first, or if I should put the boxes in first. I think I'm just gonna do the boxes first, and then I'll just have to work around it. These, I just chose some boxes that the colors kind of looked. I might not have enough room to do 3 and 3. I may have to just do, I could put another one up there. But I wanted to use some of these cute stickers too. The little dog. Isn't that so cute? Okay, let me stay focused. Let's do this. See that? I put a lined sticker and then a plain sticker. So here's a lined one. So I'll put a plain one. Not that it actually matters that much, but... Oh, I could like kind of layer them. And then I could fit 3. And then this one has a... This one has like a grid on it. Okay, I'll go like that. You know, I kind of... Let me scooch that one down a little bit. Be easy. Okay. I'm gonna put this one over here. And then put this one like that. I might not have room to write all that stuff. We're gonna do a season of, and the letting go. I don't write very well catty corner, but I'm gonna give it a go. Okay. I like this big dog. Do you think I should do it? I don't know. I don't feel good about that yet. Let's just see. Let's just wait and see. So I want to find some markers that are like these colors. Let me get this little piece that I cut. Let's see what we have here. It is a disaster on this desk right now. These are Tombos. That's a good color. Ew, that's a little bit bright. Ooh, that one's terrible. Let's see. The problem is that these are brush tips and I am not a very good brush letterer, but I guess we're getting ready to find out. Shoot, I'm nervous. I am real nervous. Here goes. So, how many letters are in? Here's how I'll do it. I don't know. If you're a hand letterer, you're probably right now just going, oh my gosh, get over it just right. But I'm nervous because once it's on, it's on. Where's, let me get a pen. If I'm gonna write a season of one, this counts as a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. So half of that would be, well, 5 and a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the A should be in the middle. That's only if I'm gonna write it all together. I'm gonna write of by itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So half of that is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that E needs to be right in the middle. So my S needs to start right there. Okay. How did you like that? Okay. Oh, I gotta practice. I need to practice. See these brush tips. So the whole thing, I think, I watched a tutorial. It's been a long time, but that it's the downstroke that's the fat one. So we want to go, no, I don't like that. That's okay. Okay, let me try it again. I bet if I do cursive, it would work better. No. I don't like that. I gotta go slow. That is not bad. I think that looks okay. It's a bit big, but here we go. Say a little prayer for me. Okay. I'm so nervous. If I booger it up, it's fine. It's a journal. It's just a journal. Okay, I gotta squeeze an A in here somewhere. Can it just be a little A? I'm just gonna do a little A over here. That doesn't look good. That's okay. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's just what it is. And now, should I keep using this color to say letting go, or should I use a different color? I think I'm gonna use the same color so it's all one thought. I gotta practice again, y'all. Let's pretend. Okay. And do like block letters. I feel more comfortable with that. A season of. But how much space do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3. The T needs to be right there in the middle. I'm just gonna block letter it. Okay, now make them chunkier and make them look cuter. Now, I mean, I'm okay with this. You feel okay about this? I do. Here we go. I'm gonna go over it with this mild liner that's sort of a beige. Not exactly on it because it'll just start to smear, but like beside where I wrote, you know. Probably need to do something spiffy on that. Let's see. What was this? This is that kind of gold. I don't know. I'm not loving that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not crazy about that. But this, I could just use the black to go in the middle of it. Okay, let's use some of these, the rest of our leaves. These are all the leaves we have left to do like a whole falling leaf theme around these boxes and stuff. I'm trying to think about what to put up here. My original plan was to put, oh, I gotta do something over here too. Is to put some stickers or something. These, but I'm still thinking. This idea of letting go, I think it's hard for us as women to just let things go because I think there's some pride involved in if we think about it and if we obsess about it and if we plan for it and if we have a contingency and we think we are so in charge of everything. And so we keep a lot of junk that we are not supposed to carry. And that's sort of the catalyst for this spread for me, is to consider what is it that I am just hanging on to that is not mine. It is not mine. And sometimes I think in our pride too, we think Well, we're doing it out of love for others, and it's our responsibility and it's our duty and all those other things. But really, it's just we have a hard time letting go. So when you look around outside and you see all these leaves that have just so joyfully dropped from the tree, they're like, peace out, I'm leaving it to y'all. I'm leaving it to you, tree. You're gonna make more leaves. It's just very symbolic in my mind of what we're supposed to do, you know? Let go. What's that? That there's a verse in 1 Corinthians where it's like, I think that 14th chapter maybe, where he's talking about our perishable bodies and our imperishable bodies, but he said, you know, unless a seed dies and falls to the ground new, it can't be born again. It can't be raised imperishable. And that came to my mind as I was thinking about all of this. But also I looked up another verse that it was in Isaiah, and I'm going to write that. Maybe I'll just write that up here. And then I really won't be using any of these stickers. It's going to be all leaves all the time, but I'll use these stickers for something else because I really do love them. So maybe I'll write that Isaiah verse up here. And I'll probably write it down here. That's what I'm gonna do. Maybe move this leaf. The verse that I'm gonna do, it's Isaiah 43, 18 and 19, but I think it's too long to write all of that. So I'm just gonna do the first part of 18 because that's what really applies. And it's when Isaiah is, or God's speaking through Isaiah. And in the New Living, it says, but forget all of that. It's nothing compared to what I'm going to do. For I'm about to do a new thing. See, I've already begun. Don't you even see it? I will make a pathway through the wilderness. I will create rivers in the dry wasteland. And at the time, Israel was in exile, and they were, I mean, it was looking hopeless. And they were kind of, that God's saying, yes, I'm going to do something new. Don't cling even to the way I delivered you in the past. It's going to be something new. And it's just a great reminder that even when we look back at the way that God has delivered us and has answered prayers and has rescued us and saved us in the past, I mean, that alone should be our hope and our assurance that he will do it again. But this verse is even like, don't even cling to how I did it in the past, because how I'm going to do it in the future is nothing compared to that. And I just love it. I love it ultimately for the ultimate redemption of our bodies, but I like it too for just our immediate circumstances, to rest in with this settled confidence that God can and will and has and will in the future make a way for us. He loves us. He loves you. So I'm going to write just that first part, and I usually write my scriptures in the New Living because it just feels more personal to me. It's more closely to the way that I normally talk. So that's what I'm going to write here, and I'll speed this part up. Okay, I had room to write the whole verse of verse 18, but All right, now on these prompts, here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do so that I will remember when I get to this part of my spread, that I will remember what it was I wanted to write about. So I'm going to get a really thin pen. I like these Muji made in Japan. They're 0.38. I love them. I will also put a link in the description if you want to find them on Amazon. So I'm gonna, let's see, how many do I have? I have 6. Okay, let's see, the first one, I'm gonna just write it like up here, and then I'll write this one here and that one down there. I might need to move that little, let me move this until I find out how much room I have. Let's scooch you over. I don't know, I'll just scoot you down there. Okay. What is God, what did I say? What is God inviting me to let go of this season? And then I'll write whatever there. Okay. I hope you're paying attention that I shouldn't have put these little decorative stickers down yet because I'm having to move them all. Well, let's see, what am I clinging to? Maybe I might have room right here. What am I clinging to that no longer serves his purpose? Or his purposes, maybe, okay? And then let's see, what do I need to trust God to carry that I've tried to control? And if you, wait, what do I need to trust? Let me finish writing this and then I'll say it. I can't talk and write at the same time. What I was gonna say is I made a, like if you plan to do this, and I hope that you do, but if you want to do something right now after watching this video, because this is stirring up some things in you that you feel like you need to get out on paper, I don't want you to go, oh, I don't want to write that down because I don't have a place to write it. But yes, you do, because I printed out this PDF. It's all these prompts. Well, there's 4 prompts. I'm going to have to come up with 2 more that I wasn't prepared for, and I will put a link for this in the description, and you can just print it out for yourself and work through these things that are stirred up. If you're watching this, something is coming to your mind right now, because how could it not? So if you want to write through some things, I'll put this PDF and make it available for you. Right now, I'm just learning out how to do that. I'm just figuring out how to do that, and I'm going to come up with a better way to kind of keep all these PDFs in one place so that you can go and just print whatever you want. But I haven't quite got that far yet because I'm just a new channel. I'm just a new YouTuber here, and I'm figuring this out as I go. Okay, and then the last one, where have I seen beauty emerge after letting something fall away? I'm going to put this one up here. Where have I seen beauty emerge? Okay, I need to come up with something for this box and something for that box. So let me think for just a minute. I thought of one. I thought about praying for others. Who can I pray for? Who, like, what would be the way to say that? Who could I pray for that is also in need of release? That's good. I'm going to say that. Who could I pray for, or can, who is also in need of release? Okay, now one more. Okay, here's one that this really hits kind of close to home because I actually do this. What am I afraid might happen if I don't let go? Because I think if you identify what you're most afraid of and talk to God about it, that's changing. That absolutely changes your perspective. So what am I most afraid of? What am I most afraid will happen? What am I if I don't let go of whatever it is? Okay, so there's the prompts. Now, obviously, let me say before I go any further, the most important part is is yes, writing, journaling, but the most important part is not that. The most important part is the prayer that you do after you've done all of this reflection. And I would recommend that you pray first, and then you write, and then you pray again. So you may want to just turn your page over and have this reserved for writing out your prayer about this. Or you just may want to just do the praying and not write it out. So I'm going to now finish kind of making this look a little bit more something. I don't know, but there's a lot of white space for me. I like to fill it up. Okay, I thought of something that I could do to fill in the white space is just use these markers that I have. There's a gold one. And a brown one. What did I use this for? Oh, for the, okay. I did use this beige earlier, didn't I? That added a little pizzazz, didn't it? I mean, I think so. Okay, maybe I should do the same over here. You think I should? But not here, that'll mess up the lettering. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to watch it in all this slowness. Okay, look, it matched up. It's like I planned it that way. I didn't, but it kind of seems that way. So that will leave enough. There's enough kind of, I don't know, I can add to it when I get to that part of my, of the journaling. So I think it turned out pretty good, don't you? What would you do different? I'm really curious I like hearing ideas from you to know. I just like to hear more ideas. So if you make one, share it. I want to start in the community part of my page where we can share pictures of our spreads and stuff like that. I just think that would be fun to get ideas from each other. And then also a reminder, if you just want to print off the PDF and do your journaling now, then I'll have that in the description. And I think that's it on this one. But if you liked this one, you'll probably like the other creative journaling playlist, and I'll link that the next video right here.